I mean, remember one time, I was playing friendlies with Will. He usually beats me in friendlies because I'm terrible against Donkey Kong. And I picked Falco for fun one time. We're playing. I'm like, hey, you're pretty good at this matchup. You know, we're trading stocks back and forth. He's dealing good amount of damage to me. And then I go, I wonder what happens if I start camping. And then I just start using just lasers inside B back to back and everywhere. And then he's like, yeah, the matchup gets pretty lame. And I do about 100 damage without taking any damage. So hopefully he's improved in the matchup since then. Or Larry just opts not to camp and Will just outplays him. Or Will just gets completely crushed by Larry. Any of those three things could happen.
Now, all three of the Spaceys are lame for DK. Wolf is lame versus DK. Falco is lame, and Fox is impossible.
Yep, Fox is so good. Underrated character of the year.
Like, DK versus Fox is impossible. Can't do it.
You have to just make hard read after hard read after hard read.
Like you hit Fox, and then Fox grabs you, throws you away, and shoots lasers, and you take 700 damage. But the matchup at hand is Falco now. Will has experience in this matchup.
I'm going to call that a technical error from Larry. I don't see why he would jab underneath the right platform when Will's clearly falling to his left.
Oh, wow, Will. Errors of his own.
Larry using his extremely powerful close-range zoning as well as juggle game to keep Will completely on his toes. He's doubling him in damage right now.
Oh, we're going to get a down smash? Oh, no.
Larry DI'd out of the platform.
Very nice by Will.
Yeah, using the super armor on that upbeat to go through the laser.
Wow, I'm surprised Larry got through
That's it. That's the first stock.
Yeah,
Will
great
getting
read.
in there.
An amazing read by Will. Gets his first stock early.
Yeah. No matter what, as Falco, you will be able to land lots of hits on Donkey Kong. But the question is, can you close out the stock? And DK is so good at that. So if he hits you even just a few times, it will be very, very difficult.
Yeah, sounds like DK versus Mark.
Yeah. I would say Falco's a little bit better at remaining safe in the matchup than Mark, though.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with a projectile and a means of escape.
I really wanted Will to actually make that air dodge read and punish him tremendously, like back air to forward air. Spike him down, it would have been a stock.
Oh, wow,
right
bro. Oh, wow, that was very nice by Will. Turning around while falling to the platform. Oh, wow, got that
All
lock
that
in.
work for the laser lock to get one laser. Nice tech away by Will, great option. One of the best options, I feel, against laser to jab is roll towards. Falco doesn't have amazing options to cover behind him unless he hard reads it. Larry has once again taken the lead, but will he be able to hold on to his stock a little bit longer this time?
Will trying to make that read, get it, trying to get Falco off stage. Will has a lot of tech against Falco off stage, especially against that Phantasm. If he could just get him off stage and have a base on the stage. Oh, I thought he was going to go for the upbeat Trixies right there. Yeah, nice read.
And Falco at that kill percent.
Wow.
Nice reset by Will. I think he meant to jump off backwards. Not sure.
Oh, wow. Larry barely off the ground.
That'll cost Larry.
Oh, wow.
Excellent get up by Larry, managing to close out that stock.
As
Very
Cable always
difficult
says,
to do.
that's the worst feeling as a DK main. Oh, wow. And Will always does that with those Trixies, the turnaround. It's just to mess with DI, but so good at using that.
Larry landing a throw string, 40%.
Oh, very nice by Will. I like that option of going toward the edge.
DK's wake up attack off the ledge below 100 is broken. I just completely respect it. I don't try and challenge it ever at all.
Yeah,
It's
you
way
can't
too
really
fast.
challenge it at all.
That hard read though.
You just need to wait at the end of the spacing for it. And
Yeah,
if he gets
exactly.
up by the edge, you just need to pressure him back to the edge.
Exactly. But below 100, I don't mess with it. After 100, you can trap DK on the edge all day, but below 100, you just have to respect that wake up attack so hard.
Most DKs just try and throw it out there because they know it's so good. So you just space yourself and you can punish it.
Now Larry's in a terrible spot. He does have his jump. Will
Oh my
keeps
God.
making these roll reads.
Oh,
That
and
could
the
be it.
up air,
Yep,
that will
it takes
take
it out, and Will beats Larry game 1. Larry, I think his big mistake there was, like I said, he's just trying to fight him too much.
Yeah.
And if you fight Will, Will's just good at fighting people. Even if you're Larry, he doesn't care. He's just like, you know what? I can make reads. No player doesn't have habits, and I'm Donkey Kong, so you're gonna get punished.
Now, even though it isn't the wisest thing to fight DK, Falco does have the tools to box. I mean, he has arguably one of the best boxing games in Brawl, and jab basically, to a certain extent, like the trade you'll get off of Will trying to get out of a jab is in Falco's favor.
That was a great read. That was 16 damage.
Yeah.
Of course, it's going to be completely overshadowed by this down throw. But I agree what you were saying about Falco having the advantage in terms of fighting Donkey Kong. But you have to remember 2 things. One, Donkey Kong has so much HP.
Yeah.
He's nearly impossible to kill for Falco. You've got to get him to such a high percent. Unless, of course, you can do perfect wake-ups like Larry. He's got
Good
the tech, but
and the
I was about to
up
say, but he's got to get that second tech or he will be punished. I do not feel that Stadium was the best option.
Yeah, it isn't the best option because of the edge being able to be utilized like that for Will.
Yeah.
A stage like Battlefield or FD where you can tech it and not stay under the edge the whole time is a better option.
Nice tech by Larry there.
Yeah. Larry does not want to mess with Will in this windmill.
Larry's finally doing the right thing and simply shooting Donkey Kong until he's blue in the face. When Donkey Kong's at 230% and you've taken almost none, then it should be relatively easy to kill.
Yeah, I was about to say, DK is one of those characters in Brawl that you really don't want to mess with behind the windmill, but Larry kind of shutting me up before I even said it. Punch is charged. DK mains have that real bolt of confidence once they have that punch charged.
Yeah. See, a lot of people just think, oh, punch is a really slow KO move. But punch is also really safe. It's very difficult to punish on block, impossible with many characters. And you can do it from the air, so it just gives you that landing option that's so powerful. It's basically just a way for Donkey Kong to get back to the ground, especially when you take into account that it has the super armor on it. It beats out against everything. You can't stop DK from getting back to the ground because if you throw an attack and he punches, you're going to lose pretty much any attack just because the punch is going to throw armor through it. And if you block it, then it's like, okay, well, punch is relatively safe on block.
One trip right there. That was very good by Will. Even though he got grabbed out of that, I really respect the fact that he didn't go for something extraneous through that trip. Oh, that was a nice counter by Larry right there. Will going for the good option for the up B down in that little cave. But a bad roll, and he'll eat that up smash.
Now this is the position you don't want to be in, because if Larry does manage to get that grab before Will closes out the stock, it will be very easy for Larry to simply maintain his lead. So Will's going to need to close this door on this lead very quickly. I'm thinking goes for a down smash there. There's a brief moment when,
there it is. Will utilizing the stage, knowing that he was on the spot where the platform would rise. And that's actually really good for Will right there, taking that damage on the platform so he can't continue on the main stage.
Exactly.
Oh, that was a really good try. That nair would have probably locked him.
It would have locked him.
Yeah.
And getting locked by Donkey Kong and forced into a wake-up,
yeah.
That's something I'm looking forward to.
Ooh.
Larry trying to style him a little bit here. Going in pretty hard.
Oh, grabs. Oh my God, Will. Oh, going for the dash grab. DK's dash grab is so butt.
Yeah, I really would have gone for the dash attack in that case. One of the few times. But again, you can just see it's not over because Donkey Kong is so ridiculous. He has to land a solid KO move, and he can die to a few things Donkey Kong has. And he just, like, if he gets thrown onto the stage, he's done.
Oh, good up B by Will.
Larry's getting pretty greedy. Nice tech.
Will's
decides,
hanging on.
yeah, he's going to take this lane. I don't know what Larry's doing here. This level of greed is ridiculous, but he takes it. I don't know. Fastball up air would have been the much better option than up B, but sometimes you just feel like you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, if Will would have actually hit Larry just with a little tip of that up B, he would have had him in a really good position with the wall right there. He could have basically done like a nair or something off of that ledge, and he would have had a pretty decent shot at that comeback.
Yeah. I gotta respect Larry because he's actually fighting Will, and that's not something I would do as Falco. Just camp him forever. Donkey Kong is terrible at Falco laser side B games.
Yeah, Donkey Kong is bad at chasing a character.
Yeah. A lot of people realize that up B kind of beats Phantasm, but at the same time, Phantasm the laser, very difficult for Donkey Kong to punish. He doesn't have those ground punish tools that are extremely rewarding, and he doesn't have, you know, the frame data to really support dealing with lasers, and then random Phantasms, and then random cross-up rolls on top of that. There's so much to deal with.
Now, I really like this counter pick for Will. Will has gotten a lot of grabs, especially cargo grabs. Oh, very nice, and the Rita up air.
Oh my God, I want him to just read the air dodge when he has those 6 strings. All right, now let's see if.
Oh my gosh, I've never seen that before.
He tried it, kid. Now, I'm actually a little bit surprised. That was a really good string, obviously, you know, like 6 down airs in the water.
Yeah.
Lots of damage. But one thing me and Larry discussed maybe in 2010 is that if you get a character trapped in the water, you can just side B them over and over, and there's no way to escape. And unlike with down air, they can't swim away from side B because the range it covers.
Oh, a spike! And Will take first stock.
That was epic. Will that be the spike that wins the set?
Yeah, but as you were saying about the side B, I was about to say, even when I play Ganon, and yes, I'm using a Ganon reference, if you just flame choke them in the water over and over and over, you could just take them to the death zone. And you know, side Bs work very well like that.
Footstool, I'm looking for footstool here. Oh, he did not go for it, and it 100% would have worked because Larry didn't even throw out a hitbox. Those situations, if you footstool somebody out of their jump, first of all, Larry would have been 100% dead if he would have pratfallen onto the ground after a footstool. Secondly, just losing your jump, losing that time, it's huge. Well, had Will landed a footstool there, that probably would have decided the entire set.
Well, if I was Will there, I would have either footstool or I would just thrown it down there. I would have just jumped toward the edge and down there because that's the only place Larry had to go. And if he would have jumped in through an attack, then his only option would have been to recover with up B.
Now, see, now I'm thinking you're underestimating. Now I'm thinking you're underestimating Falco's rising jump a little bit. This is Falco we're talking about. Yeah. Larry actually did just jump into the middle of the stage, and Will taking a huge chance here. Larry would love to land that dare. Great pressure by Larry.
Yeah, that neutral air, all the canceling.
Yeah. Double transition neutral airs. And Will looked like he was going to go for an up B.
Oh, we're going for the lock.
This lock.
Oh, we're going to get the throw lock. The throw lock.
We did
not.
It's in the down tilt lock.
And we're going to have a down smash. No, the stage.
Fortunately, it took just a little bit too long. This is Donkey Kong, folks. The things no one knew. I'm thinking Will meant to go for a back air there, got caught up in his turnaround animation. But that'll put him completely back in the game.
Oh, Larry answering with a nasty down smash and a spike.
Yeah. I don't know why Will is taking all these huge risks playing at the ledge in a stage where Larry can easily capitalize. Let's see if he's learned his lesson. Meanwhile, he's finding it difficult to land a hit on Larry. This transformation of the stage just isn't really suited for it. Larry's able to control this space and retreat to the platforms just much more. Donkey Kong can't control this type of space against Falco. He should just wait for the next transformation.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh. That could
nice up tilt. No.
Good DI by Larry, though.
Very good DI.
And Larry will camp out this water. Never mind. Will decides not to move forward.
Larry lights him up with a laser.
Really waiting to see if Will utilizes that cross-up roll option. Ooh, that punch takes him out. Will all the way at 98, but 98 is not necessarily death percent for Donkey Kong. A comeback is viable.
Oh, Will making it back. Oh,
This could be it.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Ends it.
wow. The stage messed him up.
The crowd is chanting out Larry, and both players showing each other love. One thing I absolutely adore is good sportsmanship.
Yep. And Larry is one of the great faces of that. It's a very, very, very sportsmanlike guy.
Absolutely. What a
Definitely.
wonderful guy. Big shout outs to Larry.
Yeah,
Played
and
an
Will the
excellent
same
game there.
way.
Yeah,
Will
for sure.
gets a little like, everyone makes fun of Will because sometimes he gets mad when he plays and all of that. But Will is one of the nicest guys I know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Terrific people. Truly an honor to know them.
If I had a